Hello students, this is Deepak Gaurahave for you. For understanding the topics in simple way, just keep in touch. So without wasting our time, let's get started. Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about some basic concept of chapter 4 quadratic equation of class 10th mathematics, and then we will complete the exercise 4.1 here. So now let us move to that. See, the chapter is quadratic equation. So let us first learn what is a quadratic equation. A quadratic equation in the variable x is an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers. So you remember that a, b, c are real numbers, and a is not equal to 0. That means this is the standard form of the equation ax square plus bx plus c. When we equate it to 0, we get a quadratic equation where a cannot be 0. A cannot be 0. What is the meaning of a cannot be 0? That means the equation must have a term of x square. Like these are the examples. You see, this is first example, 2x square plus x minus 300. So this is in the form ax square plus bx plus c. Here you learn how to compare the terms also, so that you need later on in this chapter. Like this, you see 2x square plus x minus 300. If we will compare it with this equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, you get a, in place of a it has 2, in place of b it has plus 1, in place of c it has minus 300. So you need to consider the sign also. So this is the equation. This is the first equation. You see 2x square plus x minus 300. This is a quadratic equation. Similarly, this also, it has also a 2x square minus 3x plus 1, and a is not 0. So it is also a quadratic equation. Now look at this situation, 4x minus 3x square plus 2 is equals to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. Although the terms are jumbled, like x square, the term having power 2 of x, it is written in the second, but this is also a quadratic equation. No matter if it is written in the first, second or third, wherever, but it must have, the equation must have a term of x square only. The highest power should be x square. Please don't think that if any equation like x cube plus x square minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, this is not a quadratic polynomial. This is not a quadratic equation, because the highest power is 3. So the highest power should be 2, then only it's a quadratic equation. Likewise, in the fourth also, you see 1 minus x square plus 300. So it has x square. A is equal to minus 1 here. B is, see, it has no x. So right now it has no x. 1 minus x square plus 300. This term doesn't have an x, but then also it's a quadratic equation because it has x square. Even if I'll tell you, see, x square is equal to 0. This is also a quadratic equation, because a is equal to 1 here. A is not equal to 0. A is 1. That's what we said. We have defined in the introduction. X square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 is a quadratic equation if a is not equal to 0. So a is not equal to 0 here. If the term x is not there, like 3x square plus 2 is equal to 0, this is also quadratic equation. Okay, so remember it. This is the concept of quadratic equation. How we can predict that those are quadratic equations. Now, that means you have understood till now that the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Let me zoom it. I hope that words are clearly visible to you. I don't know right now. So you see, this is the standard form of quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a is not equals to 0. This is the standard form. Remember it. Now let us move to the exercise 4.1. It is saying that check whether the following are quadratic equations. Check whether the following are quadratic equations: x plus 1 whole square. X plus 1, the first question is x plus 1 whole square is equals to 2x minus 3. Now, if you will expand this, what you will get? X plus 1 whole square is equals to 2 times x minus 3. If you will expand this whole expression, you will get an equation having a highest power 2. You see, the left hand side is x plus 1 whole square. So let us expand it. X square plus 2x, x square plus 2x plus 1 is equals to 2x minus 3. Now you think, when we will transpose these terms to the left hand side, what we'll get? X square plus 2x plus 1 minus 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. See this, it becomes x square plus 2x minus 2x, it is cancelled out. We have got plus 1 plus 3, that is plus 4 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation because there is a term of x square. That's why it's a quadratic equation. Now see the second one. Let us guess without solving. How we can guess without solving the questions whether they are quadratic equation or not, because in exams we don't have that much time. So you just have to predict whether x square is available or not, and along with that, you have to predict whether there is any under root or these kinds of things are not there. See, this is x square minus 2x in the left hand side. In the right hand side, minus 2 into 3 minus x. So it is obviously this will be power. The maximum power of this right hand side will be 1 only. Okay, so this cannot be deleted. This cannot be cancelled out from here anyhow. So this is a quadratic equation. This is also third one. See, if we'll have a close look at this situation, we can think that this is a quadratic equation because x into x is x square. But in the right hand side also we will get an x square, and both will be cancelled out in this situation. So this is not a quadratic equation. If I will solve it, you see, this can be written as x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 1, x into x, x square, x into plus 1 is plus x, minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 2 into 1 is minus 2, is equal to x into x, x square, x into plus 3 plus 3x, minus 1 into x, minus 1 into 3 minus 3. This becomes, you see, this x square is cancelled out from right and left. See, what is remaining? I'm writing the remaining portions like remaining terms. X minus 2x is minus x, minus 2 is equal to 3x minus x is 2x minus 3. Or you can simplify this more as see, this is minus x minus 2x, so minus 3x, and minus 2 plus 3 is plus 1 is equal to 0. Or if you will you want to write it in standard form, you can write it like the 3x minus 1 is equals to 0. This is not a quadratic equation because it doesn't have any x square term. Okay, let us predict this fourth one. This is a exercise question, exercise first question, fourth of first one. X into 2x, it will be 2x square in the left hand side. X into x, it will be x square. So 2x square minus x square, that means there will be x square present in the expansion of this whole expression. That's why it is a quadratic equation. We just have to think about x square only. You will get the answer. It's very easy. Like here, see here, concentrate here, 2x multiplied with, when you will expand this, obviously this term will only give us the term having x square. So when we'll multiply this 2x with x, we'll get 2x square. Now x multiplied with x will become x square. Again, the same situation is coming, like 2x square minus x square, it will be x square. That means when you will expand this whole expression, you will get x square term in the answer. So this is a quadratic equation. Okay, this is the quadratic equation. This one, you see, predict this. Try to think over this question. You will get that here x square is there. Here x minus 2 square whole square. That means when you will expand this bracket x minus 2 whole square, you will get x square minus 4x plus 2. So x square minus 4x plus 2, x square minus 4x plus 2. Here already x square is there. They will be cancelled out with each other, and this whole expression does not contain any x square term at last. So this is not a quadratic equation. Likewise, you can think for these also. This is x cube. This will have x cube, and here 2x cube. So this cannot be a quadratic equation, because in the final expression you will get x cube term. So if x cube term is there, then it's a cubic polynomial, not a quadratic polynomial. In this one, the eighth one, let us expand it. Let us solve it. This x minus 2 whole cube can be written as a minus b whole cube. See, a minus b whole cube is nothing but a cube minus b cube minus 3ab a minus b, or whatever, minus 3a square b plus 3ab square you can write, no problem. So x cube minus 8 minus 3 times a times b, 3x2 means 3 to the 6x, and in bracket you will again get x minus 2. So again, if you will expand more, x cube minus 8 minus 6x into x is 6x square, and 6x into minus 2, minus 6x into minus 2, of course, plus 12x. So you see, this is the left side expression, and let me take another color. This is the right side expression. X cube cancelled out. You will get, this is minus 4x square, this is minus 6x square. I'm not solving the equations, because just we have to predict whether the equations are quadratic or not. So here I have minus 6 square in the right hand side and minus 4 square x square in the left hand side. That means this is a quadratic equation, right? So this was the all about first question, prediction of quadratic equations. Now this is a very introductory video, so you see just concepts only. Now the second question is, we just have to form the equation. You see, to solve a quadratic equation, first of all you should know how to formulate the quadratic equation according to the given conditions, like this. This is the second question of this particular exercise. Represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations. Represent the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. First question is, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. Area is 528 meters square. Let me write it here. Area is given as 528 meters square. The length of the plot is one more than twice its breadth. Okay, length is given. Length is equals to one more. One more means plus one, right? One more means plus one. Plus one of what? Twice its breadth. So 2 times its breadth. So that's how you have to think. This is just, we need to find the length and breadth of the plot. Here you will calculate the length and breadth. Just that's it. Just assume. See, length is given 2 times breadth plus 1. Whom do you suppose is simple if we'll assume? If we'll assume breadth as x, length will automatically become 2 times x plus 1, right? So length will become 2x plus 1. So let us start with the nominal things, like let us assume here, let breadth of this plot is x. So length will be according to this equation, length will be 2x plus 1, right? Now, area is given as 528 meters square. Now you know that rectangle, this is a rectangular plot, and area of rectangle, area is given as 528 meters square. Area is nothing but length into breadth. So length into breadth is the area. So I am writing it, length into breadth is equal to 528. Now you can put the values. Length is 2x plus 1 I have, and breadth is given as x is equals to 528. Now expand this expression, you will get the quadratic polynomial, like x multiplied with 2x is 2x square plus x multiplied with 1 is x is equal to 528. Or in standard form, if you want to write, you can write like 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. This is the answer. This is our required quadratic polynomial. Okay, so likewise there are four questions are given in your book. So I am moving to the second one right now. The product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. You see here in the question itself, it is saying the product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. Product of two consecutive integers, positive integers. So suppose what are consecutive integers? The numbers one after another is called consecutive. So if first number is x, another number will be x plus 1, because of course uh, the second number is one more than the first number in consecutive, like 2 is one more than 1, 3 is one more than 2. So the next one will be one more than x. So it will be x plus 1. Now the product of those numbers is 306. So product, multiply these two, you will get 306. X multiplied with x plus 1 is equals to 306. Just simplify this and you will get the answer, like x into x, x square plus x into 1, x is equals to 306. Or you can say x square plus x minus 306 is equals to 0. This is the required quadratic equation. Now let us move to the third one. This is age related problem. Most of the students face a lot of problem in age related problems. So you see, just assume present age. That's the key point of any question, age related questions. Okay, you just have to assume the present age. Assume present age as x. Rohan's mother, you see, I'm reading out the question. Rohan's mother is 26-year older than him. Okay, Rohan's mother is 26-year older than him, and the product of their ages 3 years from now will be 360. So let us suppose we would like to find Rohan's present age. So let us assume the present age of whom, see whose age you have to assume. Just think about it, because Rohan's mother is 26-year older, means she is 26-year more than the age of Rohan. So you assume Rohan's age, na? Right? So let the present age of Rohan be x years. So what will be his mother's age? Mother's present age, it will be 26-year more than Rohan's age. So it will be x plus 26. This will be the present age of Rohan's mother. Now, if this is x plus 26, present age of Rohan is x, present age of his mother is x plus 26. The product of their ages in 3 years from now, means after 3 years, will be 360. Means product of their ages 3 years from now. If Rohan is right now x years old, how much he will be after 3 years? He will be after 3 years x plus 3. If Rohan's mother is x plus 26 years right now, how much she will be after 3 years? She will be x plus 26 plus 3. These are the ages of Rohan and Rohan's mothers after 3 years. Now in the question says the product of their ages after 3 years is 360. So multiply it, equate it to 360, you will get the answer. X plus 3, x plus 26 plus 3. C is equal to x plus 3, this is x, and this is x plus 23 plus 6 is 29. Now it becomes 360. How much it is? X into x is x square plus 29 into x, 29x plus 3 into x is 3x, and plus 29 multiplied by 3. How much it is? 90 minus 3, it is 87, is equal to 360. Now it becomes x square plus 29x plus 3x is plus 32x plus 87, and minus 360 is equal to 0. You solve this one more step, and you will get the answer. That was our required answer. Okay, so it's very simple. In the next video we'll discuss about a beautiful concept of quadratic equation more.
Please like, subscribe and share the video if you like it.